Hi everyone, thank you for joining today's meeting on team conflict and feedback. As we all know, effective communication is very essential for our team success. Today, we have a very valuable opportunity to address this conflict or any concerns that may have arisen in our group and to provide feedback to one another. Before we begin, I would like to emphasize that being respectful and considerate to each other's perspective is throughout the decision is very appreciated, and I hope that everyone can choose their words wisely. Okay, so here's the thing: each member will be given few minutes to provide their feedback on the class. I encourage everyone to focus on both positive, negative aspects of the class and areas of improvements. Uh, the as Most valuable feedbacks are balanced and considerate. So to start off, I would like Deepa to begin the feedback. Deepa, are you ready?
Yeah, I can start now. Okay, so I like this class particularly because this is the only course I don't have to stress my mind over. This course comes so natural to me because I get to learn stuff in an easy way. And I also find the professor cool and he keeps the class interactive. The only drawback is that the class is always overcrowded with almost no room for people. I think the time could be managed properly. About my members, I had really fun working with them this semester. So sad that it has to get over so soon. So Brigo is so hardworking and he stays calm even on tough times, which is a huge asset to the team. But he's kind of rude sometimes. Saif is creative and he's a good mentor to me, but he stresses over nothing. And then Gordon is a genius who has helped the team in designing a lot, even though he doesn't have to because he's not really in our team. But the only drawback is that he doesn't communicate properly with us. So, if I have to describe the class in 3 words, I will say that it's engaging, fun, and creative. That's it.
Okay, so Brigo, would you like to continue?
Yeah. So for me, the class was one of the most unique experience. So as an engineering student, so I know the value of the teamwork, particularly in our field, because teamwork is really important for the future. So with the different aspects of and the crucial importance of the teamwork in my mind, when I took this course, it was kind of unique. The thing that I thought that it would be particularly theory based about the different kind of teamwork, but it was like it was mostly about the talking about how the theory based things can be applied in the practical fields. So particularly talking, there was different type of teamworks, like how the team will work in different aspects. If we have a different opinion among the team members, how will we act? So those things where we study in the class, I think we can apply in the practical fields. So I think it was a valuable class session that I attended. So if I talk about my teammates, I can start with Gordon, who was the head of the head of the designing of our group. I think overall Gordon did a really good job. So his contribution is really valuable for us, but his contribution was only limited to the designing of our project because of the conflict between the team with the class arrangement provided with the design class. So if the we tried our level best to take Gordon back to our team, but it was not possible because of the collision of the classes. So aside that, I don't have particular negative things to talk about Gordon. I think the job that was given to Gordon, he did really good. So I think it was great working with you. I really thank you for your contribution. So next, if I talk about Saif was mainly it was like a manager for our team, doing everything. Like his hands reach everything. So I think Saif did overall a really good job from research to design to fabrication and to the programming. He was on everything. He was managing the records of every particular thing. So I think his major contribution was a major asset for our project. So if I speak about Deba, I think she did a really good job. I think Deba mostly worked on the documentations of the project, and it was an important task because when me and Sai were working on the mechanical parts of the project, she was on the documentation parts. So I think because of that, we were stress free on our projects because we could give everything to Diva. So she did a really good job. So the thing is that I don't have any negative is because you guys were really awesome. If I'm talking like the thing that was in my mind, how a team will work, like how will they treat me. I think I got everything from my team. If I so I can't really talk about the negative things, like there's nothing. So if I am going to describe the class in 3 points, I would say the class has been really open. We could have asked anything, everything to the professor. He would give us the information. So it was open, interactive, and fun. So that's it for me.
Okay, Gordon, you can continue.
Yeah, I think for me the teamwork class was one of the best classes coming from the work field. I think teamwork is one of the major foundation that is really hard to hit the nail on. I think having a class that shows teamwork and how to work as a team, manage as a team, or even was it how to overcome conflicts is a great big deal. I think was it one of the key moments I believe that was the best in the class was team meetings. As coming from experience, team meetings, one done wrong, it can be a waste of time, useless, and you're not gonna get the information you needed. By having this class, it really showed everyone how to have a proper meeting, how to schedule it, how to prepare for it, and how to ensure you stay on track with topics so you don't waste time or was it not get your questions answered. Um, Coming to my group members, I think you guys were all wonderful, and with the short time we had together, I don't have much negative feedback for you guys, but there are also a lot of positives. Starting with Brigu, I think the one big thing that really stood out for him when I first met him was his just big creativity, ideas, thinking big, and also his knowledge of computer programming and CS was the background he was in. The amount of knowledge he was telling us was way beyond the level I even know myself or even the group. So I think Brigu did a really good job in that portion. Coming to Deepa, I think Deepa was honestly the icebreaker. Right, she held everyone in the moment. Whoever had disagreement, she was the one who had to figure it out. Whoever started fighting, Deepa was the one in the middle to make sure no one broke each other's necks. And she was also the one keeping everyone on track for documentations, what things are coming up, what are due, and what needs to be handed in. Safe, he was a great guy. He's perfect, but hands-on. Mechanical knowledge was amazing. He was always the one that jumps on, be like, hey, what time should I come in? He always came in early, last one to leave. And that really stood out to me during the time I was with this group. And overall, for all three of you guys, I think you guys were just amazing during the project, giving feedback, giving ideas. When we had trouble, everyone met up, we hopped on call, we sorted it out together. But even though you guys are much more than perfect, there's always some downsides. During the time I was with you guys, I think time management was the biggest thing we had with each other, as some of us had a full-time job, part-time jobs, and most of us lived on opposite ends of the city. So finding a time where all of us can meet for a long period of time was very difficult because, like you said, some people had to chase buses that only come for a certain time, and some people had to run to work and they couldn't really have a flexible schedule. But overall, I think I had a fun time working with you guys. You guys are a great group of people, and I believe you guys will be the best engineers in your studies. For the class, I can only describe it in 3 words: it was influential, strategic, and relatable. The class was just overall a perfect course for me.
Thank you, Gordon, for your valuable insight. For me, the class was very engaging, and the professor made the environment so attentive that we learned everything that he said. He provided everything like what should we do and what should we not do when some conflict arises in the team. He showed us how to lead the group. It comes naturally, but there should be a beacon when we look that this was leadership. So we get some insight that this is leadership and we have to do like this. For teamwork, he showed us how to how to deal with conflicts that arise in the team, how should we draft a team contract so we can be up to we have a certain criteria that we work in. uh, Other than that, the class was very much engaging, as he made it very engaging. He was very chill, and he was very kind to us, and he allowed us many days actually after the due date to work on our things and all. As Gordon said, that our time management was a lot off. We had to thank him for every single bit of support that he gave us by providing us extra time over the due time. Other than that, talking about the group mates, Gordon was absolute genius. His design was undoubtedly like very up to point. Very descriptive. The way we wanted, they were like that. So no complaint about Gordon. I don't even have words to praise him actually. He's been a valuable asset. We really missed him. Like he's gone in another team. It feels very much off without him. He was in he was with us in the first semester, being together, in our lows and our ups. He was always together and feels off right now. So no negative comments about Gordon. For Brigu, everything is good. Everything is fine. Coding, everything. He knows everything. But as Deepa said, he's kind of rude sometimes. Like it's not that much big of a problem actually. He's very calm in sometimes, and understanding when we share our insights on something that he might not know. But he takes that as a very valuable feedback from us every time we comment on something that he makes wrong or he thinks is wrong. For him also, no negative comment, but Brigo, you have to work on your anger management, okay?
Yeah, I will.
Okay. About Deepa is fairly new to us, but she's been very together with us. Like she is always there with us, even though she's new and we don't know much about ourselves. Like me, Gordon, and Brigu were last time together in the bus project, same bus project. But Deepa is fairly new and she cooperates very well. She's, as Gordon says, like in the middle when we all fight. She makes major decisions after Gordon is gone. So she's kind of a leader right now. Other than managing the group and most importantly doing the documentation that we can't do when we are managing this mechanical part things and all, doing coding and all. She tells us when our due dates are, when we have to do it. She divides the work among us and all. So again, there is no negative feedback about Deepa. About the class, in 3 words, I guess the only 3 words other than the words Brigu, Gordon, and Deepa used is I love it, because I can't describe other than the words you guys already used. So uh, I hope you guys agree with me and all. Okay, so I guess this is all for the meeting. You guys have some
Yeah,
questions or
yeah.
some reviews on what we all said?
Yeah, generally the class was really good. Like every day was a new day, like new type of
Yeah,
thing, assessment and all. It doesn't feel like a class. It was not a normal class. Like so, I think we can use this in the future, right? Since
yeah.
Yeah,
we
This
will
class
work
totally.
was
with
very
our
valuable
teammates.
to
Yeah,
us. In the
yeah.
future, it will
I
be like,
appreciate it. Yeah,
yeah, even I appreciate taking this course.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so I
I
guess this is
think
all
that's
for
it.
the meeting today. I
Yeah.
hope you guys uh, are well, eat everything. So we'll meet next time for the self reflection. I hope. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.